Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is many a Truder to welcome to Microcivilization, which is basically an empire building clicker. You see, I struggle to get into clickers, for the simple reason that they're often very abstract, like, I just can't get excited about the idea of an exponentially rising number of cookies. At a certain point, it just loses its grip on me, but if you were to take a clicker and basically hook it into a gigantic empire builder, where I can literally see my empire being built in front of me, oh, now we might be onto something. Unfortunately, yes, the title screen is rather teasing you with things yet to come. We don't get to start off with, a lovely medieval society with churches and windmills and whatnot. Instead, we start off with one person standing right here in the middle of an empty valley. So, yes, probably best we kick off by increasing the number of people in our society. Like, famously, all through history, societies made up of one person generally don't last very long. So how about I click the food button, which rather delightfully in just a second makes this individual run over to, the fields and start harvesting food. I find that deeply charming. Anyway, just keep on keeping on, and oh my goodness, I have now got 2 people in my society. I've doubled the size of my empire. I am a genius at this game. And we're not done yet because we've still got plenty of free space to expand. Presumably, yes, as there are, no houses or anything. We live in this tree. I'm going to assume we live in this tree. And there's space in this tree for 4 more individuals. So how about we just pop them out by harvesting food in a hurry? Magnificent. But now the trouble begins. The tree is full. So what should we do at this point? Well, what we probably should do is go over to the tech tree, because we've got a civilization-style tech tree, and that makes me very bloody happy. So, right now, we've only got one option. We've got to invent fire, and then the huts that exist, around the fire, to create more capacity in our society. And that's going to be done in a matter of seconds, because research speeds up the more people exist in your society. That's why you want population to always be moving in the right direction. So all of a sudden, we can build housing, our first ever project. Magnificent. So probably best we just do some clicking. We need wood. It comes from forest, would you believe? And all of a sudden, we've got ourselves the beginnings of a house. And I just love this. I love watching, your people actually do what you're telling them to do, and buildings actually get built as you build them. I find it so much more appealing than just an infinite exponentially rising number of cookies falling from the sky. Next up, automation. Let's get tools in place, because, yes, in a matter of a mere moment, if we just, keep the population moving in the right direction to speed things up a bit. There we go, that's done, and as a result of that, the wood button is now clicking itself, and no need for me to get involved anymore. I can just go away and have a cup of tea. And even better, I believe if I hit, yes, population of 10 or thereabouts, there we go. I've just got my first worker. That worker is literally working in the field, so I can basically just sit back and enjoy watching my society flourish. And when I say flourish, okay, it's not all going to be flourishing. There could potentially be, dangerous things out in the world. So how about we invent spears? And if we want to speed that up a bit more, the game does give you tiny mini objectives. So if you just meet those by getting population up to 20, say, that's basically a tech boost. So all of a sudden, we're going to get a lovely bonus to our tech research rate for the next X amount of time, which is delightful. And with that, we have developed sharp, spiky things on the end of a stick, and that means, yes, 2 things in particular. Number 1, we can now go out and start conquering the world, because, yes, this isn't just, the valley we live in. There are surrounding hexes you can go and explore too, which I find deeply cocky and delightful. There is the forest. If I go and explore the forest for 2 minutes, then as a result of that, I get a reward. The reward is loads more wood coming in, because we're literally clearing the forest. But there is also the possibility this might kick off a forest fire, which is a crisis. And a crisis would be bad. It can have all sorts of negative effects on society. How do you deal with a crisis? By using your troops. Right now, the only troops I've got available are basic militia, so my untrained farmers in an emergency will try and deal with it. But that's a really bad idea, because they're terrible at it and will get themselves killed. Instead, we should probably train up a spearman, so he can deal with that situation. So yes, me and the tools together, just, clicking side by side. In just a moment, we've got ourselves a spearman. So, right, I'm now as prepared as I can be for the moment. The problem I've got, however, is, yes, as more and more people start showing up, the amount of food they need to sustain themselves goes up too. So how about we invent cows? Because cows, as it turns out, are delicious and will significantly help us in that whole, hunter-gathering thing. Because we're supposed to be in, the Neolithic period right now. And while that's going on, just send a handful of people out to go and gather a giant pile of wood, because we're going to be needing wood for all sorts of bits and pieces. So, yes, for the next 2 minutes, there we go, there's level 4 fire. So I've got to deal with this right now. This is just going to start ticking down. If it reaches, yes, these particular thresholds, bad stuff happens. If I set my troops or population on it, then that's going to reduce this bar. When this bar empties, that's it, we're done. So how about, hang on, get ourselves more flipping spearmen in, please. There we go in just a moment. Thankfully, I'm not sure we've, got any workshops, do we? So just in case, hang on, and gosh darn it, no. Never mind. We may have possibly lost a workshop. Do we even have a workshop? I'm not sure we had a workshop. So, okay. The point is, that's a crisis. That was a nice simple one, but yes, they could get a little bit more nasty as time goes by. And even better, apparently someone distinguished themselves beautifully during that firefighting activity, and as a result, we have won our first hero. This is Dino Woodrum. Magnificent name for an individual who rose to prominence fighting a forest fire. Well done. So, yes, if I make this person one of our, big heroic leaders, it's going to make our troops stronger. Brilliant. Less chance of disease. Better and better. And on top of that, his government ability down the bottom there, rationalism, means I can automate combat if that's what I want to do. Though honestly, I'm more excited by the fact that yes, it's going to mean my troops are just much, much stronger. Oh, and here we go. We've discovered cows, meaning as a result of that, oh yeah. Oh, flippin' yeah. Society is going to start exploding in size. This is beautiful. And on top of that, okay. How about, yes, we get our first building in place. So, yes, we were lucky. The fire would have destroyed a workshop, but we didn't have one. Well, how about we build one now that, the fire's been dealt with? Still, everything's now ticking over very nicely in the right direction. In just a moment, there we go. We've successfully cleared the forest. We get a giant pile of wood coming in, so we can now build everything a whole lot faster, though right now we've got nothing to build but, yeah, housing. And we've already got plenty of spare housing. So yes, it's good we're working on new buildings we can start building instead. Oh, I say we've got no use for housing. Okay, can't help but notice up here, there's a barbarian village where, we don't need to, fight them or anything. Instead, we could send a missionary to win them over to our religion. Whatever our religion is precisely, we've not really specified that yet. But yes, if we win them over, then yeah, we get 100 extra people just coming and joining our society. Now, they may, object and come and attack us, but honestly, for 100 people, that's cocking worth it. Off you flipping go. Okay, I can see how they might get the wrong idea. We appear to be sending not just one missionary, but, a giant group of people with spears. Yeah, I can understand how this would be misinterpreted, sure. Still, for the meantime, we got ourselves, yes, a forest hut, which is beautiful. Let's get working on that. This is our first building proper, and buildings are really, really bloody cool. Because, yes, up to this point, all my workers have just been in the field, speeding up food production. But now they can instead be assigned to buildings. So, yes, if I decide to put people into buildings, then there's going to be less people available producing food, but instead they will generate a large amount of extra free automated wood. And on top of that, they are providing chargers to my wood button. So in an emergency, I can just say, hey, we're going to be needing a giant pile of wood, which is very useful if, say, I don't know, these idiots show up in a second and I need to train spearmen in a cocking hurry. So we're just going to be charging up this right now. And yes, it doesn't charge unless you've got somebody working in there. So, yes, less food, more wood for the time being. And yes, speaking of which, we might have 100 converts coming in about a minute's time. So, how about we just, yes, create some more housing ready for them. Beautiful. Admittedly, yes, there's the slight problem that we don't produce enough food to, yes, feed our 64 citizens. And we're about to go up to, 160. Oh, I may have made a mistake here. Still, bare minimum, we're doing tech boost, and that does get you the odd extra person too. Here we go, another person who's going to give me more base damage to my troops, and on top of that, more wood or stone to my clicks in the event certain buildings are active. But honestly, those are kind of advanced buildings, so yeah, given he has to go in this slot because of the shape he's in, I feel like actually, then again, he provides me with, yeah, another 33% to my damage. Yeah, you can come in for the time being. We can swap the other guy back in later. Okay, let's just finish off, yes, the level 5 techs here with a hill fort. Hill forts are actually really bloody useful in terms of defense. We'll get to that in a moment. And on top of that, I think my missionary is all done. So, okay. We should now pick up... Oh, that's a lot of cocky people. Okay, we can't feed them, but that's fine. Everything's going to be under control. Everyone's starving. Everyone's starving so quickly. But that's fine. Like, our technology is going to advance really quickly. So that's good. What we need to do is start working on, you know, technologies that, you know, increase the amount of food we're getting in a cooking hurry. So, windmills could apparently generate a lot of food. Okay, let's move towards flour, then windmills. That seems good. Look, the important thing is I just need to desperately click to stop people starving to death. Otherwise, all the people I've just, you know, brought into my society will die, like, relatively quickly, though. Oh, hang on. This is now capped out and we don't need the wood. So, yes, get these guys back in the field. We've now got, yeah, 3 workers all in the field, meaning, okay, society has stabilized for now. Good, 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 good. Hilariously, we could keep sending the missionary to get even more people in, and, okay, I'm going to be honest, this is tempting, because if you do it 4 times in a row to the same location, then it gets converted into something else. So all of a sudden, it wouldn't be a barbarian village anymore. It would be a normal village that worships whatever we worship. And all of a sudden, we get ourselves a free worker. Which honestly is pretty bloody good. So okay, let's just get even more people arriving. This is a terrible idea. This is going to go horribly wrong. I mean, we've got the housing for it. We just need to find a way to desperately keep up with foods. And speak of the devil, here comes a flower. So yes, now my clicks are much, much stronger. And we can't do windmills yet, because yes, first we need pickaxes. Though, we've done the tech boost for that, so that should be no problem whatsoever. Though, okay, just in case at some point I kick off, like, you know, a war between me and the society I keep basically stealing the population from, we should probably get pottery done. Because pottery means granaries, and granaries means I can have more soldiers ready to go. I mean, for the time being, yeah, the food situation seems mostly under control-ish. Oh, speak of the devil, they've got annoyed at what we were doing, so that's fine. Because, yes, I'm a very militaristic society right now, so we can just, you know, train a whole bunch more spearmen in a hurry. In fact, you know what? Look, spearmen, boom. And there's more spearmen, boom. Defeated. Just like that. That's why you keep, yes, the spare wood chargers around when you can. It is useful to be able to get out a giant pile of flipping soldiers. And even better, in just a second, hang about. Yes, if we get ourselves a lovely dry storage, we could have 4 soldiers simultaneously. But only if I keep a worker in the dry storage building at all times. That would also generate a giant pile of food if you need an increase in population. Instead, first up, yes, let's actually get ourselves... Oh dear, guys, please don't starve. Please don't cooking starve. Yes, for the time being, what I should also do is get a hill fort up. That would be good, though I'm not getting any bonuses to that, because yes, it's made out of stone, not wood. Hill forts are very useful, because when, you know, crises do show up and start... Oh, you are draining fast, aren't you? Okay, just... stabilize for a second while I'm explaining this. Yes, when the little bar comes in and bad things are on the bottom, like, hey, this will burn down your house, this will burn down your workshop. If you've got a hill fort, you can protect those things. And uh-oh. Oh, I didn't actually train any more spearmen. Yeah, did I? Oh, this could be a problem. Yes, this is why you want hill forts, because I can protect this house, but now I can't. So, okay, just get me, yes, more flipping. There we go. The crisis has been dealt with. Okay, the barbarians are getting cooking uppity. Before we go out again, we should, like, you know, build some more defenses. So, here we go. They're going to give me free money. Money can be traded for literally anything. Personally, I like, yes, barley shipment. That's pretty good. Just spend my money on that to, yes, get society nice and stable. And now we're going to get everything else set up properly, okay? Like, for example, that hill fort I was just talking about. Also, hang on. One of my people, you help out with, yes, stone. Though, hang on. Is that stone? Okay, that's more, yeah, stone per click in general, and even more if I've got a marketplace. I don't have a marketplace, but bare minimum, this is going to be, yes, speeding things up a little bit as we go. Marvellous. So, yes, now I've got a hill fort in place, I can protect the things the barbarians would deal with. Also, I don't have... Right, okay, this is fine. Send someone to help out with, yes, the wood production, because we do not have enough housing. Here we go, coming upon about 130 free space. In you go. There's now no free space again, but that's fine. We're now fine. Oh, the situation is getting worse, by the way. We've not got enough money to pay for the food that we need, but, like, bare minimum. Okay, everyone around here, just put your heads together and try and figure out, like, what pickaxes are. Because working together, we are going to make progress in a hurry. Let's get cooking windmills underway. So you guys just work on that, while I just work on, you know, desperately trying to keep up with society so it doesn't, like, burn down. Oh, I like night. Night is pretty, by the way. Right, we've got enough housing. Let's get working on, yes, the dry storage. Oh, the game is... Uh-oh. Okay, if you click too much, the clicking thing gets angry with you. It, like, heats up. So, okay, I need to stop clicking. I'm clicking too much in the clicking game, apparently. That's concerning. Okay, by any chance, can we... No, don't go there again. That would be a bad idea. Like, do any of these places maybe provide food? Like, I don't need... Actually, you know what? More wood wouldn't be terrible. I wouldn't mind more wood. And forest fires are pretty low risk. So, yes, more wood, please. Okay, nobody panic. We've just invented the windmill, which is great. Also, yes, get the plow going so that we can get breeding so my workers can generate more food. We just desperately need more food to not die. It's all going to be fine, probably. We've almost got my new thing over here constructed, which is going to be great. Honestly, I might just, you know, spend wood on, yes, the windmill in just a second. Just get this going. Problem is, yes, I'm... Oh, there we go. There's a giant pile of food if I need food. But honestly, I think we're... Oh, hang on. No, don't be in there. Just help out with the food situation for the time being. I don't need people working in the granary right at this moment. It's going to be fine. Okay. Okay. Here we go. The windmill generates, yes, in the event a worker goes into it, 15 food a second. Yes, get working on that, please. It's all going to be fine, okay? These hundreds and hundreds of people are not going to... Never mind, there's just been a fire. But that's fine. We can, yes, use the thingy to cover up that, which is great. Just go over to Spearman. This is all absolutely fine. And, yes, we've got the wood chargers ready to go, which is great. And the forest fire has been taken care of. All right, that's what hill forts are for. They protected me against something. And we've also cleared out the forest, got ourselves some more gold, which is good. Yes, another barley shipment, if you'd be so kind. That is going to sort things out nicely. Don't starve to death. Please don't starve to death. I'm sorry about that. Okay, send my troops straight back out to the forest. Please don't set it on fire this time. But yes, what I do want ideally is a worker in the granary. Because that means I can have 4 spearmen ready to go. Which is just... so bloody good. Just so useful. It means crises are way less terrifying. And if you just boost your spearmen a bit with your governments, then, yes, you should be absolutely flipping golden at that point. Okay, we just invented breeding. The problem is we don't have enough workers to actually, like, you know, do the work. So, okay, this is fine. Everything's going fine. We need more workers. Also, a barracks would not be a bad idea, okay? Fort capacity goes up. Unit strength goes up. That all sounds good. And we are almost here with... No, do not starve to death. How many times? We are almost there with the windmill. And with that, the windmill is set up. Okay, just keep someone in the windmill under all circumstances. Okay, it's very important. And... we've cleared the forest again. That gets me even more wood. Okay, life is now suddenly looking so good, so sexy. We are fine. And even better, upgrade my warriors to archers. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And I'd say, you know what? We're actually ready to have another giant influx of people. So right, send out the missionaries once again. And if they want to come and attack us, Oh, they are flipping welcome to try. We're cooking ready for them on this occasion. Okay, the encampment is done as a result of that. Yes, I could now have, if I wanted to, up to 4 hill forts. Honestly, having like a couple is not a bad idea. So if something bad happens, you can just, deal with it and you won't take any long-term damage. So yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea in the slightest. Just get a handful of them up. So I've now got no workers in the field. I'm entirely dependent on the windmill. So basically, protect the cooking windmill. More people start appearing. We've actually got the, yes, booster for the bow, which is delightful. And another circle person. So, okay. Giant piles of additional stone per click. Alright. You know what? I think I'm willing to accept that. That's good. So yeah, next time we need a stone thing put up, that will work nicely. And yeah, those government things also give you modes you can activate down over here. So say I could get way more wood or anything per click on the right, but it would increase the possibility of an uprising by my own people, because we're like whipping them too much or something. Right, also take bows. All my troops are now bow people, which is better, apparently. And on this occasion, it would appear we've not been attacked, so a giant number of people are about to arrive. Game saying, hey, you've got too much free housing. Don't worry, I've just brought a giant pile of people into... Uh-oh. I may have brought too many people in. Now I kind of, look at it and think about it. Right, the problem is I've not really got any more technology I can actually utilize to, like, deal with this slight issue that we've generated here. Okay, which building needs to be unpowered? Like, okay, we don't need people in, like, the wood hut thingy right now. That's fine. And arguably, okay, I don't need 4, like, hill forts all the time, because I've got the 2 charges ready to go. So if something really bad happens, I can, like, make all my troops twice as powerful. So you can get in the field. We lose 3 of my hill forts. That's fine. But the population does stabilize. And we can also have a marketplace so I can start generating gold, which is good too. Now at this point, there's only one thing I can do, which is basically ascend. Because this is a new game. So this would be the end of my society. So before I do that, I'm going to complete the conversion of the barbarian village into a village, getting me an extra free worker, which will, help to feed the people I'm about to go and bring into my society. Oh yes, and as for the marketplace, by the way, yes, just generates gold passively, its chargeability gives you a giant pile of gold. Gold is great, it can be used to buy anything, so may as well, like, build one at the bare minimum. Okay, missionary's almost done. We do have, yes, 200 spare housing waiting for these guys, which is beautiful. So there we go. Okay, I'm good to be honest, 16 people just died immediately because, yes, the food situation is much worse than I was expecting, actually. Oh, but would you look at that? We have successfully completed this area, meaning we now know what's going on nearby. We've uncovered the nearby hexes. I did not know that was going to happen. But yes, we now know how to get to, more and more advanced events, etc., etc. But instead, I would say, okay, now, to my mind, is the right moment to ascend my society. But before I do, yes, I'd just like to see if we could just bubble my society up a little bit further. If I could just, like, use food to, yeah, 800. There we go. 888. Beautiful. I literally can't click fast enough. I'd love to have 1,000 people. I don't have the housing. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, that's a problem we need. There we go. We've got some free housing. Population just shy of 900 right now. Why is it going up? I don't know why it's going up, but it's just sort of going up. We're just keeping up with it. It's all fine. I just need to keep going until we can get it up to about 1,000. And I've got a very good reason for doing this, I promise. Okay, this is fine. Just do that. Do that. There we go. Population 1,049. What we're going to do now is we're going to begin ascending. And yes, once we start ascending, there is going to be a crisis, alright? It's just going to happen. It's like, the end of the Bronze Age. The sea people rock up, etc., etc. So, we're going to ascend in 1 minute, but we've got to survive a crisis first. Alright, and just, all we need to do is, yes, not die in the meantime. So when the crisis happens, that's fine. I can, like, you know, make my archers twice as strong. I've got military governors, etc., etc. We should be golden. Everything should be fine. Though, yes, the heat of me clicking to stop the population dying is getting out of hand, and that's causing a risk of uprising, because, like, you know, I'm whipping the farmers too hard or something, but it's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna be a-okay, probably. Here we go, revolution, okay. Send in the jump. Use your abilities. There we go. Now what we need to do is get more archers out as soon as possible, and that means we're going to be needing, yes, people in the workshops, and people are dying, admittedly. People are definitely dying. Okay, just get this done. Everything's fine. More archers, more of you, more of everything. Okay, a lot of people are starving because I can't click on this thing anymore because I'm too busy clicking on woods now. So that's all absolutely a-okay, but like, we'll be able to get that back up. Lot of people currently sort of dying. It's all going to be fine. Neolithic revolution, just a little bit on the difficult side. It's all going to be a-okay. Just get this working as fast as you can. Everything's going to be a-okay. Right, we've not got any more wood coming in. A lot of stuff's about to happen. A lot of stuff's being set on fire. There is a bit of an issue there we go. Look at that. That's nice. Just keep training more archers. More archers is good. More archers is great, actually. But, like, there's going to be some How is the population 500? What happened? Something else is about to explode. That's all a-okay. What exploded? The thing that gives me, yes, bonus to everything exploded. Oh, like half the country's empty right now. Okay, the revolution was significantly nastier than I was expecting, I'll admit. Oh, that's what happened. They burnt down like half the country, and like half the country contained half the people. That's where they were all hanging out. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I getcha. Right, more people. Hooray. Back up to 575. We're currently a little bit on the stagnant side. Send in the militias. All right, send in the militia. We've almost got them. We've almost flipping got them. I say we've not almost flipping got them, but like, you know, we're getting there. Step by step, we're getting there. And with just the slightest... Oh, come on. Come on, we were so close. We were so close right there. We were so flipping close. And in just a flipping moment, I think we can. We have successfully survived the... My own people have risen up against me. What did I ever do to them? I did nothing to them. I did nothing to them aside from fail to protect them against, like, the revolution and whatnot. But that's fine. That was... What a bunch of dicks. This is... Okay, this is fine. We just need to defeat them before anarchy takes over all of society. This is going not as well as I was hoping for in many ways. I can't believe you would rise up against me. I have been such a good king, aside from all the bits that are currently on fire. But that is really not that much. There we go. I have now defeated the greatest enemy of all, which is my own ungrateful population. Oh, and we unlocked a good chappy here. Okay, Terrence Selk, who gives me a giant increase in the amount of food being produced. Okay, where the cock have you been all game? We needed you like 10 minutes ago. Okay, so I'd say this has gone extraordinarily well, and we ought to, like, you know, ascend this society into the annals of history. Right, ascension. So, if you choose to basically lock your society into wherever it is right now, depending on how far your society is advanced, that gets you a certain number of points. And those points let your next society advance even further, because my current society can't go past Neolithic. But I just earned 3 lotuses, meaning what I could do right now is unlock the classical era. So yes, what I get to carry over is new technology I've unlocked, and on top of that, my governors, for some weird reason, get to come with me. Here we go, back with Tim, back on the open plain, and this time, I know what I'm doing a bit better. And on top of that, hang on, we just unlocked some new people while we were going along too. Oh my goodness. Huge amounts of additional food. Oh, hang on, that's not even a government skill, that's just a passive. You get to stay, buddy, you're good. But the point is, yes, thanks to my government, I've already got a really nice head start here. So just, you know, get working towards all of this. That just happened instantaneously because, yes, I'm assuming my government is giving me a ridiculous giant pile of bonus research and whatnot. Yes, one of my heroes is giving me plus 12. Beautiful. So we can, like, you know, advance way cooking faster up the tech tree, which is great. Get housing into production. My government is, yeah, speeding things along. So even though you restart with a huge advantage. Not just in the sense you now know how to play the game, but that, you know, the early stages will now go by much, much faster. But the really exciting, sexy thing... Here we go, this village next door. So these guys we're not talking to, we're not converting them. We're gonna go and murder the dicks, because they're dicks and they think we're dicks, so we're gonna go mess them up before they come and mess us up. But, if we do that, at stage 4, we get to basically burn their village down and replace it with farmland. Well, obviously we're doing that, yes. But let's start off with, yeah, some nice easy bits and pieces with all of this nonsense. Just get some wood in because I would like, you know, at least one soldier ready before we declare war on our neighbours. And I'd also like to, yes, rush to pottery just so I can have 4 spears ready as soon as possible. Probably best, by the way, that, yes, we get the barracks set up so that, yes, we could use the active effect when need be. Not that we need, like, you know, to have people standing in that all the time, but the active effect is very useful on occasion. But yeah, with 4 spearmen ready to go, I'm feeling pretty good about this, and we can go over to archers pretty soon too. So okay, this society is going to function way better than the last one. Unfortunately, I don't think the archers are going to be ready quite in the nick of time. They might just be ready, so okay, claim them, right. Barbarians, oh dear. We just cocking annihilated those barbarians. Good, 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 good. And if we're lucky, a great leader may have just risen up and... Now, I'm going to be honest, you're kind of terrible, actually. You could just, you know, get in the bin with all the other losers. Still, we've also, yes, completed a whole bunch of mini objectives. So that gets me more leaders too. Ooh. I mean, giant piles of bonus damage to my archers. We're going to be using them for a while. That's pretty good. Ooh, and you, buddy, give me even more damage. And also, yes, that 33% passive damage we lost previously. So, okay. My troops are about to be cocking mighty, mighty, mighty warriors. Doing between 5 and 12 damage a go. Oh, yeah. Oh, flipping yeah. Now we're ready. Get straight back in there, guys. We're going to take out those dicks. And, oh, yeah. It's cocking windmill time, too. Okay, here we go. The big moment. The windmill is ready to go. Move towards breeding. Breeding is great. Get the windmill constructed. Now, we can't really, yeah, speed that one up much, unfortunately. So, okay, we just don't have to click that one through. Just make sure the population doesn't collapse in the meantime. But once the windmill's built, and when we, like, you know, take out those dicks next door and, like, you know, convert their village into new pastures for us to grow our plants on, oh, we are going to be flipping flying when it comes to population. And here we go, my favourite moment. Oh, there she goes. Oh, yeah. Oh, flipping yeah. Our society's looking good. And in just a second, oh, guys, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do this? Because I'm not sure you do. Oh, our archers are tearing them apart. Okay, so at this point, we've now, yes, completed all the technology we had previously. But this time, yes, you may notice that, things look a bit different. There's a whole new section of the tech tree leading to, libraries, taxation, even more advanced windmills, cottages, etc., right up to phalanxes, drama, all the rest of it. So, okay, we start getting money in per worker. I mean, I won't say no to that, though. Oh, blimey. Apparently that might trigger, yes, a bit of a, uprising of some description anyway. Like, you know, transitioning from Neolithic into classical or whatnot may cause trouble anyway. So, okay, the barbarians are here, but honestly, I feel like, yes, the barbarians have been taken care of. That's fine. Maybe, like, you know, just get the archers charged up again, because... I mean, that tech is definitely looking red and angry. Like, you know, another bad thing might be about to happen. So I'm a little bit worried about that. Okay, just a moment. We're going to be up to, yes, maxed out archers again. I do have one military charge. There we go. So, you know, I can double the power right there. My archers can do ridiculous dumb amounts of damage. And here we go. We've now got one marketplace. I'm willing to have a worker in there. So that's just going to generate money for me. And yes, I've got enough money now to basically get anything I want. I say that. I've got enough money to have, like, one barley shipment. That's literally it. Everything else we're going to have to save up for. Like, I was completely wrong there. That was not even remotely true. And here we go. The revolution is happening. So, okay, this is fine. Just go, and holy flip me. That works pretty well, actually. Okay, just protect all of this. Get more archers out. Honestly, my archers are doing a good job right now. Like, this Neolithic revolution is looking way better than the previous ones right now. That's looking good. That's looking really good. Get me wood right there. Just get me more wood. We're going to lose a little bit during the revolution. We could have done with more, you know, forts in a way, but like, you know, this is seeming good to me. Whatever we lose, we can rebuild it. We're about to lose some housing, and that was a fair few people dead, but that's all absolutely fine. Our troops are, yes, mighty. Like, we're getting so much bonus damage with our archers. I think if we're lucky, the next round should do it. If we could just take them out. Much better crisis. Anyway, that gets us a giant pile of gold, which is good, and now, now life gets sexy. Now, all of a sudden, we can start, you know, potentially going from huts over to, like, houses and whatnot. And yes, those people who died, we should replace them with, like, different, better people. It's all gonna be fine. Now, my society also has a lot of vagabonds, so people who don't have houses. Don't worry, guys. I am, you know, generating houses as quick as we can. Right now, I'm clicking a bit too much. The game's getting angry at me. Click too much, you will face uprising. So, okay. I need to stop clicking for a sec. Just, you know, chill out, go get a cup of tea. It's going to be fine. Okay, the armed forces have now recovered, and yes, at this point, we're stabilizing at just north of 500 people. But, more importantly, okay, we just learnt how to potentially make new houses. An abode, you say so? Oh, blimey. Right. So we're not, like, you know, immediately replacing the huts or anything. We're just building some new, exciting, sexy stuff. So, oh, yeah. Oh, flippin' yeah. Let's get some cocking abodes up, please. And I would say, yes, our stuff is getting a bit nastier. How about we move towards horses? Horses seems good. Get me roads for additional food. And on top of that, yes, I feel like we're now ready to go after... Ooh. A level 7 boss, you say? I feel like these guys have been easy to deal with. We can take care of a level 7 boss. Deploy the army. We've got these guys ready to go. Get me, yes, one more hill fort. So they're not going to be arriving until such time as, yes, that timer at the top actually gets done. So, there we go. We're golden, absolutely fine. I could if I wanted to sell stone. That's absolutely fine. That's not that much gold for a lot of clicking. Instead, okay, in a matter of moments, we are going to be swimming in food coming in. Because as soon as we knock down this boss, we are going to be able to convert these idiots into my new farmland. So, okay, get the free space in. We're going to be cocking needing it soon. Oh, yeah. Oh, flippin' yeah. Stone houses, sexy as anything. Oh, here they flipping come. So, okay, we got ourselves... Oh dear. Well, the boss has been destroyed. My archers were well taken care of that. Thankfully, yeah, so my leaders are very good at the old damage increase. Okay, Rosalinda, you are a great general. Thank you. But here we go. Stuff is about to get sexy here. We can now convert this tile to farmland, meaning as long as a windmill is operational, which it's always going to be. Oh, yeah. Oh, flippin' yeah, though. I think we just bulldozed the barbarians we could have gone and converted that we did in the first universe. So, right. I can, yes, like, either convert, say, this tile into forest, which gets me way more wood, or I can convert it into pasture. I'm making a choice. Got it. Right, in which case, yes, more troops is like, you know, universally a good thing. So let's convert this area into a pasture for even more soldiers. Because if, yes, a forest fire does emerge, right now I've already got, yes, up to 5 archers ready to go. So yeah, we can just, like, you know, shoot the forest till it behaves. And as for my population, I don't even need to worry about that anymore. That is just exploding thanks to the new farmlands. And even better, screw archers, we've just gone over to cocky cavalry. Oh, hang on, never mind. This isn't a straight replacement. This is, right, something else, though. Okay, we need, like, you know, new stuff. Because our horses are made out of iron, apparently. Okay, life is about to start getting sexy. So, day has dawned. We can now see our new city. And oh, blimey, there's a giant inferno of death. That's kind of bad, actually. That's much... Okay, that's much worse than I was expecting. I'm going to be honest. That's worse than I was, expecting, to be honest here. Let's just, you know, protect a few bits and pieces. Right, the final stage of the forest chopping down has gone badly in many ways. There's been a giant inferno of death, so that's fine. We can deal with that. It's just going to take, you know, a couple of burnt down houses. We got plenty of spare houses. Like, you know, those are empty houses. Nothing bad is happening at all right now. It's all a-okay. Just knock down you and... Okay, something just exploded. Possibly the sawmill. I think the sawmill is currently on fire, yes. But that's all absolutely... That was something else just caught fire. Right, we took care of the crisis. This area is about to be properly converted into, yes, a pasture. There we go, beautiful. So that is now even more soldier capacity. We've discovered yet another forest beyond it too, if we want to, like, hunt some mammoths or whatnot. Though, we're kind of in the classical era now. I feel like you guys shouldn't be here anymore. Okay, we've now got, yeah, 6 archers and 1 cavalry, which is all I'm allowed to have. We're also improving the lumber mill into something a bit better. So, yes, that will start generating more and more wood. I'd say next up, yeah, we need to start getting into proper quarries and whatnot. So, how about, yes, over here? If we move in this direction, basically exterminate the cannibals. That's a good thing to do. Everyone agrees cannibals are dicks. That gets me gold, and eventually it's going to get me a giant quarry. Beautiful. Oh, we've got a social crisis, by the way. Well, that's concerning. Right, just block off that. What we're going to do is we're going to shoot the social crisis with arrows until people stop cocking complaining. Oh, hang on. This is bad, actually, because that just cost us a lot of archers. We just, spent a lot of our archers murdering our own people instead of the cannibals, who are going to be arriving in about 45 seconds. So, okay, just transfer some wood into the archers. This is all going to be fine. Okay, I think just in the nick of time, we're going to have the archers ready to go, though the thing is almost on fire. The lumber mill's almost improved too. We don't have any defenses, though. The new and improved stone wall it's not ready to go. So, okay, just take care of... Okay, they were not so bad. My hypercharged archers can deal with it. We're swimming in money. Everything's fine, mostly. Okay, so... I have, yes, researched and built a local quarry. That'll be that in the background over there. But yes, once we take over the mountain base nearby, right, we will be swimming in so much stone, we will never be lacking in a housing again. And that means, okay, building walls, which are just hill forts but better, they cover 2 things, not 1, that will be, oh yeah, that is now simplicity itself. And way more importantly than anything else, we're almost at new and improved windmills, because, okay, society is close but not quite stabilizing, yes, about 1,500, 600-ish. Oh, and here we go. Here comes the final boss of the cannibals, so, right, just power up my troops, and... oh, guys, you should not have messed with me. So, this whole area is about to become our brand new quarry. Thank you very much indeed. Opening up, yeah, more mountains if we want to, but honestly, I feel like the thing that we ought to do at this point is go and murder these dicks next door for even more farmlands. Also, we appear to have replaced Jess, our stone fortress, with the Parthenon. That is not what the Parthenon was. The Parthenon was not like a military encampment, though it was an acropolis. Like... it was a temple, and also a treasury. Like, okay, theoretically, it being an acropolis, you could, like, defend it. That's, in fact, the entire plot of the Lysistrata, that it would not be too difficult to, you know, defend yourselves and barricade up the acropolis. But, like, that's not what it's for. Game, I disagree with this. This is wrong. But I tell you what's not wrong. Improving windmills to make them even better. That's never wrong. Okay, the year is probably somewhere around the 6th century BC if I had to guess. We built a library, which means, yes, research has just started exploding, which is absolutely cocky spectacular. But in just one cooking moment. Oh, here come the mega barbarians, but oh, guys. Guys, my archers are capable of dealing with you. And that means, guess who's about to become yet more cooking farmlands? Oh, and by the way, screw archers, phalanxes are the new archers, which isn't how archers work, but screw it, you can only have one type of foot soldier and one type of cavalry. That's how armies work. Also, I'm launching an attack on the nearby mammoths, because 1, apparently gives you, yes, a lot of food for 5 minutes, and 2, it just strikes me as hilarious to take down, yes, a mammoth with a phalanx. That thing that obviously happened in real history. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the mammoth. And the mammoth's dead, because, like, we had a phalanx. Well, that was delightful. But seriously, mammoths generate a huge amount of food. And food is people. And people is research, and research is progress. So, alright, bring on the cooking mammoths, I say. Together with our brand new cottagers. Screw abodes, alright? Now we live in cottagers. Okay, I think fake Athens has grown as much as it could grow. We have got libraries, we've got blacksmiths, we've got whatever that big building at the back is. There is nothing left to do aside from test, yes, my cavalry and my phalanxes against whatever the ultimate challenge is. It's time to ascend, so okay. Let's kick things off. We've got plenty of, yes, power that we can boost here. Like, I'm feeling good about this. Oh, here we go. It's a gigantic slave revolt. So, okay, immediately protect everything. And now activate my mega abilities. And, oh, yeah. Oh, flippin' yeah. You didn't want to do this. Then 2 of these. Send in the cavalry. Send in more phalanxes. And... uh-oh. Okay, hang on. The slave revolt may be going better than expected. That's fine. Toss more wood into more phalanxes. More wood into more phalanxes. And with that... okay. Now that went cooking better. And this time we're gonna be earning a lot more cooking points. Oh, now that's cooking better. So my next assignment could go straight onto medieval. If I wanted to, I could even skip straight forward into Renaissance as well. But I would say yes, a worker is probably the better option. Like, workers are the lifeblood that keeps your society functioning. And with the loose change, we can just afford our very first world wonder, Stonehenge. So even more cooking lotuses, because for some reason lotuses are the currency you use for everything. And then we just keep going into more and more bonuses, more and more wonders, and ultimately, whatever the Cox Scenario 1 is, unlocking Ascension Tier 2. Ooh, coming soon, right. Game in Early Access, still work in progress, etc, etc. But yes, indeed, I'd say I think you get the point. This here is Microcivilization, and I'm going to be honest, for me, it kind of works. For 2 reasons, which is, well, 1, you get to watch your society grow in the background, which I just find deeply delightful. And 2, it doesn't just feel like it's going to keep going on forever. Like, the goalposts don't just keep moving. There is a clear objective in mind for each loop. You want to get to the new ascension point in order to unlock new stuff so you can build it in the next loop. So, okay, it's not going to change the world or anything, but I think this is the most fun I've ever had with a clicker. This is just delightful. So, worth a look-see, I'd say. Link in the description below, and yes, indeed, this might just inspire me to go looking around for other clickers like this, because if I could find more like this, I would be very, very happy indeed. So watch this space, and we shall flipping see. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been the delightful Microcivilization. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
You know, I really hope we've agreed open borders with Japan, by the way, otherwise they have basically just invaded. I may have picked the wrong fight over... Yep. And my cities, of course, have got even more flipping high-tech. They're mysteriously still completely dependent on, you know, an aqueduct. Now, I'm not saying your entire army is mostly already dead, but it kind of actually is.